Have you ever sat down to read, spent 20 minutes looking at the pages, and then realised you've spent the whole time wondering where the word perspicacity comes from? And actually, you have no idea what you just read. Welcome to Reading with an ADHD brain. We love stories, we love learning, but the actual mechanics of sitting still and processing black and white text on a dead tree can feel like walking on Legos. Here's the secret. The problem isn't your brain, it's how you're trying to read. Today we are hacking the reading experience to make it high dopamine, low friction, and actually compatible with an ADHD brain. Let's dive in. Hi folks, I'm Becca and I talk too much. This week I had planned a video on summer hobbies for ADHDers, but, well, however, I do love reading, which thankfully is a year-round hobby, whatever the weather. But as I properly age into my ADHD, I find it harder to actually finish a book, to spend time sat still reading. So I've done the research on how to make it fun again, and I'm going to share that research with you. Hack number one is to lower the barrier to entry. First of all, we need to throw away the rule book. There is no right way to consume the written word. If you're forcing yourself to read a physical book just because you've been told that's the pure way to do it, you're setting yourself up in a trap with your executive dysfunction. Instead, let's mix and match. The immersive reading combo is the ultimate ADHD reading superpower. What you do is you open the audiobook and get the physical or ebook, and you open them at the exact same time. You listen at 1.25 or 1.5 speed while your eyes follow the words. It locks your brain into a sensory sandwich, leaving zero room for your mind to wander. There's also the Kindle Bionic reading hack. If you use an e-reader or reading apps, look for fonts like Open Dyslexic or tools that use bionic reading. That's where the first part of every word is in bold, which means it gives your eyes an anchor and speeds up processing before your brain can get bored. And finally, mix it up. Don't limit yourself just to fiction or just to educational pieces. Mix it up. Have 2 books on the go, have multiple books on the go. If you're the sort of person that struggles with educational books for too long or non-fiction, break it up with a fictional book, and vice versa. If you're finding it hard going, getting through long chapters, break it up with something a little bit educational for a change. Physical books, Kindles, and audiobooks all have their positives and negatives, and none of them are better than the others. Neurotypicals will tell you to find a quiet, completely still corner to focus on your reading, but for an ADHD brain, understimulation is the absolute enemy to your focus. If your body is completely still, your brain will look for action elsewhere. You need to give your physical body a background task so your mind can focus on the book. One thing you can do is put on an audiobook and do something mindless. Clean your room, do the dishes, go for a walk. Your brain is reading, but your body is doing something productive. If you're reading an actual book or Kindle, keep your hands busy. You can find a fidget spinner, a stress ball, like putty, even spinning a pen or playing with a coaster. That little movement can help calm the body so the mind can focus. And don't get too comfortable. If you're a hypermobile potsy like myself, you already sit weirdly most of the time. So do it while you read. Sit with your legs over the arm of the chair, lie on the floor, stand up. The moment your body gets too cozy is when your brain checks out. I know, none of this is mindfulness approved, and there is benefit to training our brains to just focus on one thing at a time while in stillness, but not when we're just trying to read for fun. ADHD brains run on dopamine, and standard reading just doesn't give us enough frequent rewards, so we have to gamify it. Try the sticky note trap. Instead of just reading, become an investigator. Buy a pack of bright, colourful note tabs or sticky notes or post-its, and every time you find a funny line or a cool fact or a plot twist, stick a note on it. Different colours for different things. It turns reading into a kind of physical treasure hunt. Don't commit to reading for an hour. That triggers task paralysis. Tell yourself you'll read for exactly 5 minutes or even just 5 pages. Usually once the hyperfocus kicks in, you'll keep going. And if you don't, hey, you still read for 5 minutes or read 5 pages. Take the win. Ditch the boring books. Honestly, life is too short. It's too short for boring books. If a book hasn't hooked you in the first sort of fifth of the book, drop it. Just drop it. Forcing yourself through a boring book will just cause weeks-long reading slump. You'll put it off, you'll do anything other than read, and that's just not fun. Now, I am someone who, when I start a book, I feel obligated to finish it. Like I fail if I don't. So I do understand that last one is really hard. I did push myself reading through the whole of a book called Aztec that a friend's father kindly loaned to me because he knew I liked ancient history. Yeah, I hated that book. I couldn't wait for the Spanish to show up. But I read it, I finished it, and I hated every moment of it. And honestly, think of how many good books I could have read in the time it took me to finish that book. What a waste. Don't waste your time on boring books. Look, your brain is built for high-speed tracking, big picture thinking, and deep curiosity. Standard books weren't exactly designed with us in mind, but with a few tweaks, you can absolutely become a voracious reader. As you can probably tell throughout the course of this video, I've got 2 books and an audiobook on the go at the moment. This is not unusual for me. It's how I keep interested in my books, it's how I get through them, and it's how I enjoy them. Drop a comment below and let me know, what's the one book you've been desperate to finish but keep getting stuck on? Let's figure out a strategy for it together. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more neurodivergent life hacks. Happy reading. I've been Becca, I talk too much, and I'll see you in the next video.